Hello, my name is Amy Hawkinson and I am excited to take this class. I am taking it because I am renewing my teacher certificate, which expires June 30th, and I have taught for 5 years. My first year teaching, I taught in a high school in Montgomery, and I taught musical theater. Then I taught 3 years at a middle school teaching drama in Hoover, and then I taught for a year in Mountain Brook teaching drama and several other subjects. And I'm really excited to get back into a classroom. I love to learn and to teach. I feel like teachers should be lifelong learners and should be excited to keep learning more about their subjects and anything that can help them in their subjects, which I think technology is awesome for that, especially in theater. Things that I think you should know about me. I only taught 1 year of this certificate because I had a baby. And then I had another baby. So I have two children, a 3-year-old boy and a 6-month-old boy. And I am excited to get back into the classroom one day. I'm not sure when that will be, but I want to keep my certificate current so I can. My professional goals include teaching in a classroom, in either high school or middle school. I loved working with both of those age groups. I also would love to own my own theater one day, and inside of that teach different workshops and have kids camps and workshops available. And so to teach not only in a classroom but in a professional setting is always something that I would love to do. Something unique about me, I was the first person to graduate from Samford with a musical theater degree in theater. When they started adding to their music theater program, they would allow 2 people per year to join, and my class was the first class to join, and there were 2 of us. And I came before her alphabetically. So technically when we walked, I walked before her and graduated first with the musical theater degree. And there were 2 degrees. There was one on the music side and there was one on the theater side. So you could get a musical theater degree from the music school or from the theater school. And I got mine from the theater school. And I was the first. An educational quote that inspires me, when I left Hoover, my principal gave me this magnet with this quote on it, and it was a quote that I always loved, but it said, be the change that you want to see in the world. And it was Gandhi that said that. And that was something that always stuck with me, because whenever things are horrible, you can be the change that makes it better. You can be the difference in one kid's life. Information about my family: I'm married, I have 2 kids, and I have a sister who's an actress in LA. You may have seen her in Titanic 2, very obscure movie. It was on Netflix. Something I hope to learn in this course. I think there are a lot of things that technology can do, especially in a theater. In the show that I'm directing right now, there are a lot of really cool things that 5 years ago when I was in a classroom I couldn't do, or I couldn't do as easily. So if I need a sound effect, I can just pull out my iPad or iPhone or something and go on iTunes, download it right there, and use it. Let's see, what inspired me to be an educator? When I was little, I played with my stuffed animals, and I would line them up in rows, and I would give them all names, and I would call roll, and I would make a roll sheet, and I would, with my ruler, I'd make little lines, and I would do all the voices, and I'd be like, here, here. I mean, I just always remember doing that from when I was little. I had an old textbook, because we moved around a lot growing up, and I had an old textbook that I think I forgot to turn in or something, and it ended up with us in the move, and it was a math textbook. And I would always give out assignments, and sometimes I would make my sister play along with me. I don't think she liked that. It was fun. So yeah, I always wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to, from whenever I was little, I had a lot of really great teachers who really inspired me. One of which I actually visited today, so that was kind of cool. I I'm a substitute teacher as well, and I was subbing in a class, and it was sixth grade English, Mr. Tomlinson, and I was sitting in his class today like I was 21 years ago, listening to him talk about paragraph writing. So that was really neat. The first word that comes to mind when I think of technology is possibilities. I think there are just endless possibilities of things that you can do, and it really excites me. The fact that we could do this class and I can see the faces of everyone in it without ever actually having to meet any of you guys is really neat. That's possible, and that we could be in a different country and still do this is really cool to me. I think the possibilities that technology affords us is awesome.